Okay, so sorry about that, guys. I know I cut the stream short, getting everything loaded up so I can send a link to everybody that needs it. Basically, what had happened, I know it previously I said that I'd be checking on my mom from time to time, which I will still be doing, but this time, in all honesty, it sounded like someone was trying to break into my house. So I went to go check it out, but it turned out to be like some wild animal or some shit that ran off when I turned on a light. I'm guessing it was a dog trying to get away from the cold. Um, Either way, getting back in. Alright, links sent to everybody that needs it. I don't know if it's counting me as one of the viewers on my PlayStation. Gonna load up the same map I was playing on earlier. So. And here we go. Alrighty. Well, part of my D&D group said they'll be there in just a second. And there's a second person. Hello. Make yourself comfortable. Enjoy the show, my random ramblings. Give me something to ramble about. Doesn't even have to be anything decent, just something to go on a tangent, or as I call them, my TED Talks. Some of them have actually been pretty fucking good. Either way, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm currently trying to find a decent spot for me to settle, since I'm picky as fuck. Other than that, I'm just kind of exploring. I've already got a bed, minimal building materials, you know, the usual shit. I do still need to probably start playing on these streams appropriately and instead of just wandering around aimlessly for a few hours eating on steak, or in this instant, mutton, since I had enough of that. So speaking of mutton, like, this really weird tangent to go on, the quote-unquote beard-style mutton chops. No, the game does not need a Sharknado. Fuck Sharknadoes. But no, speaking of mutton chops, like the whole actual, like, beard style, I guess you can even call it a beard style. I don't entirely... No, I wouldn't call it a beard style. I had it for like a week in college. Literally mostly because of Wolverine's like, oh hey, I'm gonna try this. Wolverine and Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm not gonna lie. And like, I looked ridiculous with it. This is back when I had my beard. One of the few times I had shaved prior to working where I do now. Just gonna say, no mutton chops. They look fucking terrible. Like, it definitely is something that should have died a long fucking time ago, but still exists. Some people can pull it off, I feel like, but for anybody that doesn't know, it's basically your sideburns go down, cover your cheeks, and like they go down to maybe an inch above your jawline. I'm hearing my echo. There we go. Turn that shit down. But I just looked ridiculous. Nobody pointed it out, but my roommates kept asking me when I'm going to grow my beard back out. They wouldn't say why, they just kept asking, and when I finally stopped shaving it for that week, they were like, fucking finally. So I ended up trimming up my beard and getting it back in order. Never again. I do actually kind of miss my beard, though. Not even gonna lie. That's probably one of the biggest things I miss. Prior to working where I currently do, is a beard. I think I look pretty good with a beard, though. Compass, just because compasses are kind of handy things to have. God damn it, just go up there. I don't want to chop wood. Well, fucking fine. I thought it looked really good as a beard. Made me look a little bit younger, I suppose, would be inappropriate. Well, no, not even younger. Just I feel like I looked a bit more manly than, not so much younger. But when I shaved, I looked pretty young. So I guess that kind of counts, right? Yeah, I fucking miss it. I eventually did start maintaining it. Prior to that, it was just kind of a bush there that I would brush every now and then. Face bush. Facebook. I feel like for a day, for a Beard Appreciation Day or Beard Day or whatever, Facebook needs to change their name as a joke to Facebush. Speaking of Facebush. Ooh, fucking drowned, and there's a pufferfish. I am not gonna punch that fucker. Get away from me. Okay. Pufferfish are actually pretty poisonous, and I'm pretty sure they automatically have, like, the thorns enchantment, so I'll take damage if I punch the fucker. Which is kind of a scary thing, like, for a mob to have thorns. Thorns being basically, like, that. Take damage by getting too close or attacking it. Well, cactuses won't attack, but I think you get the picture either way. I can't wait for it to actually be warm. It's supposed to start warming up, and by Monday it should be 60. So tired of this cold weather. Like, I'm sitting here in my monster foot fucking slippers playing Minecraft. Like, it's that fucking cold in my room, simply because it's drafty as hell. Tangent ideas for anybody out there, that'd be great. Because believe it or not, I'm starting to run out of things to go off about. That looks like a pretty dangerous drop there. Well, fuck. Don't know if I can get out of here. So, if you don't have a shovel, the next best thing is your bed. Just don't forget to shake it out. There we go. All the sand is gone. There was a reason I was coming up over this direction, though. I can't say I remember why. I guess it was just this kind of shit. I'm also out of things to Minecraft educate about without actually going into proper etiquette and shit of Minecraft. Basic term, griefing, same as in most games where you destroy what doesn't need to be destroyed that belongs to somebody else. Like, for instance, I built a structure, you destroy it, or set a fire, or drop some lava. That is griefing. And it's a real problem. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good haul. It's a real problem in some online servers, so they install, like, anti-griefs, and, you know, I have to put you on, like, an auto-trust thing that basically says, oh, you can't destroy anything that isn't naturally growing or that you didn't place yourself. At least they used to. I don't entirely know about now. Oh, that's a full ship. That's nice. I feel like I'm in a piratey area. Maybe I'll go make a treehouse over in that swamp. Okay, so I'm basically, one of the biggest reasons I'm streaming is I have to work an overnight tomorrow, so I'm trying to stay up pretty late. And I'm already hitting that point where I'm getting too tired to even do this. Which to me kind of sucks since I actually enjoy it. Little different when I know my coworkers are watching though. Like, I feel like I have to be a little bit more proper, especially since I'm like, yeah, I just feel like I have to be more proper, a bit more polite instead of dropping F-bombs every 5 minutes like I normally do. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I definitely need to get used to that one. Especially since I blasted all over my Facebook anyway. So anybody in the D&D group out there, I would very much love to know what you think is going to happen next, like what our DM has in mind. personally, I feel like he's going to periodically have a switch between real world and alternate world, which, albeit different, could be fun, but then we got to figure out, like, okay, do we level each character separately? Do they level it, like, simultaneously? And shit like that. I feel like we're going to end up leveling characters differently. So, I was going to do a whole, like, prolific reading quote shit, but nobody gave me any quotes. So, it's a little difficult for me to read things if I'm not given things to read. No, this is going to be a bitch. Yay. We're using bed. Projectile protection. I could definitely use that. Alright. I don't want a treasure map. Like, at some point I should probably hunt for treasures, but I don't know. Seems a little boring at the moment. Alright, time to actually sleep. Oh, what is going on my phone? Sorry, my phone is going off, so I usually just tend to check the messages, like weird shit happens there. Whether it be like Facebook messages or just a text from any of my friends. I'm a terrible streamer. I know I should like put all that shit on silent and ignore it, but I kind of like attention, so I will take it where I get it. Alrighty. So another one of my coworkers is going to be joining soon. Okay, so that explains like the random person. So one of the people that hasn't been responding is another one of my friends who just has me on in the background as background noise and probably at some points laughing up a storm. This is a shout out. She's also a really brilliant artist currently looking for work. If you're Alright, text me, let me know. Are you looking for commissions? Or is that just your sister? Well, hello new people. Don't forget, just if you want to chat and want to hear me ramble about anything, this is literally just me wandering around Minecraft world doing random shit until I decide to finally build something. So, if that's going to bore you, this definitely is not a stream for you. This is more just me talking. Okay, cool. So she is taking commissions. She's a really good artist. Definitely more of a lean towards like feminine characters than masculine. We're working on that one, getting her better at like the male form in general. But if you have anything that you want possibly drawn, let me know and I can get you in contact with her. So you guys can negotiate pricing, what you want drawn, etc., etc. This is especially useful for the D&D group. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm going to take that as you are currently playing Stellaris and you're purging your galaxy. Cool. Nice. So good to know that I am decent background noise though. I actually can't wait for my computer to get back up. Like, what little I played of Stellaris, it was definitely fun. Spiders. Okay, what do you want to know about spiders? Do you want to know about Black Widows, Brown Recluse, Orb Weavers, some spider mythology like the Jaraguma of the Japanese mythology? Just anything but the horror movies. I didn't like Eight-Legged Freaks. I'm fine with random topics. As long as I don't kill a sheep, I think you'll keep watching. Sorry about that. But no, okay, so spiders, you know, arachnids, arachnophobia, people are afraid of spiders, yada yada, you know, the basic shit. Just let me know a time and, like, send me a link to your Twitch or something, and I will definitely watch it while I'm at work. After 11 o'clock, of course. But I'll still do my work, get shit done, at least listen to it, and definitely do it. I think it'd be fun. But okay, so spiders. Most spiders actually have 8 eyes. There's this whiptail scorpion, which I think is technically a spider. I know it's definitely an arthropod arachnid. Not actually even a scorpion at that point. They look deadly as hell. The only reference I have, like, I can't throw anything out there. Harry Potter fans. Fourth movie, it's that bug-like thing that Barty Crouch Jr., posing as Alistair Moody, pops up onto the desk and uses the Crucio curse on and just torments. That was a whiptail scorpion. Of course, like, the pain scenes for it were digitally done, but that was a whiptail scorpion, or tailless scorpion for that matter. They make great pets. They don't bite. They might pinch you, which would hurt a little bit, but it's not going to hurt any worse than, oh, I don't know, just like a clamp going on your finger. Like, it should not hurt. They're great pets. Really weird bugs. They freak people out. It is definitely something I want to get, but I can never find them in the area. Closest one I found was like 4 hours away, which is a bit too far for me to travel. Other than that, other common spider pets, unless you are somebody that enjoys... Well, this sucks. Unless you're somebody that enjoys, like, studying them and extracting their venom. Another poisonless or venomless spider that's really cool are tarantulas. Most tarantulas have, like, a minor venom. At worst, you're going to have a reaction... I actually don't doubt that. Sorry, I was responding to a message that got sent to me out of context, so... But no, tarantulas, yeah, a lot of them do have some form of venom that they will secrete when they bite, but for the most part... Oh, god damn it. For the most part, they are pretty docile, tame, and they won't bite you. They're also fairly low-maintenance pets. You feed them... you feed them a little bit... You know, like once a week. What is... Okay, cool, thanks. Okay, cool, they're attacking each other, which means one's dead, I'll go attack the other one. Okay, tarantulas. I keep getting off topic. Terrible habit of mine. Happens at work, too. Fuck, there's gotta be a spawner down there. I am not gonna deal with skeletons. I don't think I even got that iron. I'm not even gonna fucking risk it. Like, there's definitely a spawner under there. Tarantulas. Oh, like the rose-haired tarantula, which are rose knee-haired tarantula. It's one of the most common types of tarantulas. Named because it's got, like, brownish red knee hair. That's literally one of the worst parts about it. When it gets agitated, it will, sort of like a porcupine, shoot out those little hairs just to warn off people before they bite them. Like, they're really hard to get in there. They stick in, like, barbs. But spiders are still fairly low maintenance pets. You clean their tank once a week. Make sure you have a very tight lid on their tank. You feed them insects. Don't put too many in there, else they'll overwhelm the spider, or it'll eat too much, or it'll just not eat them and it'll sit there. Like, you feed them once every 2, maybe 3 days. I'm not entirely certain on that. Never had a spider. I read a book about it. Almost had one though, but okay, that is beside the point. They're still low maintenance. It's not a pet that you're going to handle daily though. So if you're wanting like a cute cuddly pet or something that you can handle daily, don't get a spider. They will essentially get depressed if they're handled daily and shit like that. Unlike a hamster who, if you don't handle it daily, will just continuously bite you. You handle a spider too often, they will bite you. Maybe once, twice a week most. Same with scorpions, especially if you don't want to get bit or stung. You definitely want to Just let them be, especially if they're like molting, which they do. They shed an outer layer just to grow because they have an exoskeleton. Even the hairy ones like tarantulas. Just most of the time you don't see it because it's so small or crumbles away. But if you own one, you will definitely see it. The tarantula I was looking at about 3 years ago had just started molting, so it was just sitting still, and I couldn't pick it up, which that's perfectly fine. Ended up going in like a week later, and they still had the husk just curled up in there, which I'm sorry is unhygienic and unhealthy for a tarantula to keep its husk in its tank. That's an opinion, not a fact. I will eventually look it up if I ever decide to get a tarantula, but I'm pretty certain that's something you want to remove so that it doesn't create decay or clutter. That also goes for like scorpions. I'm pretty sure they go through like a molting period as well and shed their outer skeleton. Which, by the way, if you've never held a scorpion, definitely a really cool thing to do. Don't agitate it though. Those stingers hurt, and those pinchers usually hurt. The standard scorpion that you're gonna get is like a king scorpion, black king or whatever. They do have venom. You are generally, when you have the pet, are required to detox it weekly if you don't want to like risk getting possibly sick from it, though. Like, oh pardon, emperor scorpion, not king, but I was close, just the wrong word. Definitely a really good idea to detox it or drain its venom sac on its tail like once a week, just so you know it can have a reaction to it, especially if you're like allergic to bees or possibly allergic to their venom. Don't know how closely related they are, wouldn't want to take that risk. Most of the time, though, it's just similar to a bee sting. It's just going to swell up, it's going to hurt a little bit, then it's going to itch. From my understanding, never been stung, and I would like to keep it that way. Ooh, fuck. Experience potion. Definitely snagging that. Okay, so next topic, since I've rambled on about spiders for like 10 minutes now. Alright. Wow, a 2-level jump. That was terrible. Yeah, I lost a viewer. I'm actually okay with this, though. The meaning of life. All I'm going to say is the meaning of life is 42. I can't remember the specific equation to that, but it actually comes from some sort of Japanese proverb or saying or equation where everything added up to 42. They were right in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie and the book that if you wanted, you didn't ask the right question, but we gave you the correct answer, essentially. I'm pretty sure they ended up just adding up the number, like the numbers corresponding to life or some shit like that, and it added up to 42. The meaning of life is just science. We live, we die, we create, and we just continue to exist, whether we are technically a bacteria on the surface that we're living in, or we actually have meaning or purpose. Like that's a huge debate, science versus philosophical. As it currently sits, though, scientifically, humans are a bacteria. Jonathan Davis actually had a really nice quote in one of his songs in regards to like humanity as a whole, and I'm gonna look it up. Also, anybody that doesn't know who Jonathan Davis is, I'm ashamed of you, and you need to go look him up. He's the vocalist for Korn. Even if you don't like Korn, at least check out a solo album, Black Labyrinth. So it was either... Okay, so in second verse, third verse, he says pretty soon you'll have to face a virus called the human race. Which, I mean, if you think about it, can be, depending on how you interpret it, it can be pretty deep. Like, well, hey, we're a virus, we're killing our environment. But that's generally what a virus does. It goes in, takes over, and kills what it's living in. Like, let's take malaria, for example, just to spread. It overheats us. I don't care if you're a global warmer denier or not. That's kind of what we're doing to the Earth. We kind of need to change our shit. Mutate and adapt, evolve, become better people as a whole, and create our environment a little bit better. But that one actually resonated with me simply because the whole global warming thing and just what we're doing to our own home. Whether or not he meant it like that is a completely different thing. He could have just meant it as humans are shitty, just shitty beings in general, especially towards each other, which for the most part, that's also not wrong. This is supposed to be about meaning of life, not people equal shit. Which also, by the way, Slipknot, not a bad song. But if you're not a metalhead, or if you don't like Slipknot, you're not going to enjoy the song. It's one of their older ones. I really hope I don't get in trouble, like we're just mentioning the songs in a stream. If so, whoops, I'll delete this later. It's a really good song. Pulse of the Maggots is definitely in like my top 20 songs though. It's a really good pump song in my opinion. Sweet. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna get, like, this video shut down just for mentioning songs. That would fucking suck. Oh, Jordan, speaking of, there's a concert coming up. Tickets are going on sale. I'm for Ice Nine Kills. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're actually really fucking good. The concert's like May 6th. Definitely going. I've already got a small group of people that are going with me. They're all buying their own tickets. It's in Champaign at the City Center. It's actually going to be a pretty decent show, or at least I'm hoping. It's my first ever concert. Yay! But tickets go on sale tomorrow. Or rather today, since it's after midnight. Which kind of makes me happy. Alright. Who are you gonna go see? Sorry about that, guys. But either way, it'll be my first concert, and it's not a bad price. It's only like 23 bucks for the ticket. So I'm not gonna complain a whole hell of a lot. It could be so much worse. Like, there's also still a really good band. Their music video cinematics are fucking phenomenal. Like, they definitely didn't skimp out on paying for special effects and decent camera work. God damn you. I remember you telling me about that like a week or two, like not even a week or two ago, like a little while ago. Yeah, you always end up going to like the larger shit. There's also a festival in like March up north. I want to say it's March. I could be completely wrong though. That I was wanting to go to. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to ask Jason later. All I know is it's a weekend-long event. It's not Vans. Why can't I remember the name of it? Either way, I definitely want to go if I can afford tickets. Would fucking love to go see Papa Roach and Shinedown in concert. So, Jordan, did you happen to catch my Rian Johnson is a crybaby rant at the beginning of my last video? Yeah, I'm going to be looking into getting tickets in a couple weeks, or at least hopefully getting tickets in a couple weeks for that. God, that'd be fucking amazing. Would definitely be worth. Yeah. Well, basically, I called Rian Johnson a crybaby. He sucks at his job. I'm kind of sad that he still has a trilogy in the works. Him calling people out, and like the reason, some of them big gripes about The Last Jedi, like some of the biggest gripes about it. I didn't even get onto the whole fire thing, like the burning of the book, since I thought that was sort of explanatory. Like the burning of the tree part was self-explanatory in my opinion. But, you know, they weren't even on. They weren't even still in that tree. Either way, Abrams definitely has the ability to recover this. He's a great director. He did a really good job with The Force Awakens, even though it was still fairly copied from Episode 4, like the whole Awakening thing. But he was playing it safe, which is perfectly fine. All things considered, didn't do anything too crazy or extravagant. It was a really good starting point. The only gripe I have about The Force Awakens, no, really. Oh, Kylo being just such a crybaby. I mean, I do enjoy that we have a character. I enjoy that we're seeing his emotional instability. Like, that's fine and everything, but he's still just a giant crybaby. It's like he was never disciplined as a child. I guess it's sort of explained in The Last Jedi that Luke lit up his lightsaber briefly and then realized his mistake. But he's still a fucking crybaby. He had his parents, and he fucking killed his father. Like, God. I knew Harrison wanted out of it for years. Like, he wanted out of it after the first movie, I think, but... oh well. It was a decent end. He didn't get to kill his mother. I really want to know how they're going to play it off. Yeah. Luke is definitely real dead. He's going to show up as a Force Ghost. Like, I'm 90% sure he got confirmed for Episode 9, so Force Ghost or flashbacks. Maybe we'll get, like, a slight expansion on, like, who's a Force Ghost, so maybe Obi-Wan will show up as with Ewan McGregor playing him, which would be pretty cool. We'll get Yoda back again. There's still rumors in regards to, what's her name? Luke's wife from Legends. I can never remember her name. But there's rumors that she's going to be in it too, which would be pretty cool. Especially if she comes in and just fucking kills Kylo and then, well, basically takes over. Speaking of Star Wars and Episode 9, have they done a name drop yet? Oh, shit. Okay, come on, it was just... okay, well, I can't say it was just a kiss because that was pretty fucked up reveal. But you're not entirely wrong. But I don't think it got further than that, or at least I hope it didn't. Next tangent, I'm going to go ahead and flip to the other side of the spectrum here, the giant nerd schism that is Star Wars versus Star Trek. I liked the direction that they were going up until Beyond. Like, okay, cool, you're getting ready to go into deeper deep space exploration and shit, not just this area, and then just if you separate it from the rest of the lore, it was a decent movie, but adding it into the rest of the universe that was already set up, it just it didn't feel right. It felt way too much Voyager-y, like with that whole plot twist that the main villain was actually a mutated version of one of their own. Kind of cliche that, you know, you have your own attacking you and shit, but I guess it makes sense, but it was a terrible twist. Could have been done better, could have been executed better. I also do kind of want to see, like, the Discovery, like, what they're doing with Discovery. I think that's the name of the new series that they're coming up with. Or at least the new series that's slated to come out. I should get rid of that spare helmet. Okay. I can never fucking remember how to do this. How do I make blocks of iron? And now how do I forge an iron? How do I, like, create an iron ingot? I know how to do it in standard Minecraft, but I don't know where to go in this. So I'm going to spend a minute looking for that. Okay, so I'm going to take a real quick break. I'll be right back. I need to go check on some things. Alrighty, I am back for just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and look through this shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm replying to a message to this guy. Yeah, I kind of hope I'm not right, too. Fucking hell, where do I find it? I know there's a spot where I can turn the fucking nuggets into ingots, but I can't fucking remember it. God, just give me classic crafting, please. Fucking here we go. I'm pretty sure there is a setting where I can turn on classic crafting now. Which would be fucking beneficial if I had it turned on. Because I remember most of those recipes by heart, or at least the older recipes. Okay, sorry, I got a message in regards to the commissions I had mentioned earlier from a couple of my friends that are, well, aspiring artists. Well, not really aspiring, they're great artists to begin with. I will be linking their Gmails into my description when the stream is over, just so in case you wanted to, you can discuss them in regards to what you want commissioned. Like for the D&D group, for you guys watching, you can get your characters drawn up. You just need to give her a really detailed description. Possibly like a personality, just because she likes doing, Mandy likes doing dynamic poses, and she's pretty good at them. As for her sister, alright, is definitely Insta, the other is not. So I will be linking those after I'm done streaming. Definitely hit them up if you're interested and have the cash to spare. They're reasonably priced. Free advertising, woo. Well, shit. Don't know where to go from that, other than, yeah, definitely check them out. They're primarily like character artists. I'm pretty sure Mandy is like branching out a little bit to do more backgrounds for characters. Sam as well. Sorry, hope you guys don't mind the name drop. I hate when it does it. Like, that just kind of fucks with my head. The whole split in the water, where one part's fresh because it's ocean and the other part's swamp because of the whole biome. Biome, not birome. I hate to do this, but I will be ending the stream here shortly just so I could, you know, relax just a little bit. My eyes are actually starting to sting, which sucks since I had to stay up for at least another 2 hours to prepare myself for an overnight shift. Fucking yay. I want to loot this. I'm probably going to keep this map and return to it later, build off a ship or something. I should have used my axe for that. I'm dumb. So yeah, see? I'm getting tired. I forgot I had an axe. This is a good place to settle. Surrounded by trees. I hate the hilly part, but I got the water to help me out a little bit. Got swamp can gather. Got some kelp here with, as far as I can tell, 0 drowned. So it's relatively safe during the day. Which is surprising considering it's an ocean biome right here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here in a bit. After I will get like the information and edit into the description. If you guys want commissions, I'll also post it in my D&D group just in case you guys want to know like what it is, so you can possibly get commissions at a later date. Just going to throw a few things in here so I can pick up some stuff. Since this is my new home, I've decided. Alright, thanks for joining me. Anything you want to hear later, just hit me up for my next stream or whatever. Anything that you think I should do different, also let me know, especially my coworkers that are watching. Normally I am dropping F-bombs left and right. I was a bit more polite since I knew you guys were going to be watching this time and didn't want to look quote-unquote unprofessional, I suppose. But yeah, no, just let me know what you guys want to hear. If you want me to stream a different game, I can also do that. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for listening. Also, Jordan, definitely stream Saturday. I'll watch what I can while I'm working. Links will be in the description here soon. Catch you all later. Thanks for joining again.